Hi, Dr. Martinez.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good.
Awesome. I have a quick question. Do you think today's meeting's gonna last the whole duration from
N
7 to 9:45?
No, it's not.
Okay, awesome. Because
What
I'm
we're
at
gonna
the
Go
hmm?
ahead.
Oh, it's just that I'm at the library right now and I didn't know that the hours were until 8 p.m.
We will probably not be out by 8, but I
Oh, okay.
understand if you need to scoot out. It's being
Okay.
recorded, so if you miss something, you can watch the tail end of it once I get it uploaded.
Mm.
Um, so probably 8:30, I'm guessing.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. I didn't know they
Thank
closed
you.
at 8 either. That's early for the first week of school.
Yeah, maybe because it is the first week of school, but it's usually during the regular semester. So.
Yeah, I thought it was like
Mm.
midnight.
Yeah, during finals for sure, but or midterms. But yeah, I
You
guess today's at 8.
Wow, when I was in A&M during my one of my master's program, the library never closed. It was open 24/7,
Wow. I know
right?
other universities are like that. I wish we were like that too, but I don't
Yeah,
think I would be
right.
here. I don't think I would be here in the middle of the night.
No, I'm sure I probably wouldn't be there either.
Yeah.
But it was really safe in College Station, so,
Oh, that's good.
yeah, so okay, yeah.
All right.
But I'll understand
Thank
if you have
you.
to scoot out.
Yeah, I might just have to log off and go onto my phone or my iPad and then
Okay.
but I'll be back in.
Okay, that'd work.
Thank you.
I'll let you back in if I need to.
Okay, thanks.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we're populating pretty fast. I'm going to get everybody probably another 2 minutes and then we'll get started. Deja, pronounce your name for me.
Deja.
Deja. Okay.
Yeah.
You probably have to keep reminding me. I'm so glad
Okay.
that one of my officers in class. You can tell everybody all about it.
Oh yeah, I will. Definitely. Actually, I think we have a lot of officers in this class. So I see Daniela, Janet, Maylene's from UPD. That's all I see so far.
Okay, we are almost all here, so we're going to get started. All right, so what we're going to do this evening is I'm going to tell you a little bit about me, and I'm going to find out a little bit about you. And then we're going to go over, I'm going to give you a quick rundown on where things are on the Canvas board, and I'm going to go over the syllabus with you. Hopefully we'll get it all done, because what I'll do is I'll hit the high points and then we'll hit it again, possibly next week, or pretty close to when you start working on the assignments, because whatever if I tell you everything tonight, you're just going to go into overload and say, oh my God, how am I ever going to get all this done? So, we'll briefly scan it, but never fear. And those of you that know me, I see some names I've had before, that you know that I'm always available. And this is a stress-free zone, my class. So, if you have questions, I don't want you fretting about it. You need to email me, text me, call me, and let me help you get over your fretting, because this is a great class. You're going to do a lot of fun activities. You're going to learn a lot, and there is some work, and it does require some time, but in the process you're going to learn some concepts practically that you might not have picked up otherwise. Okay, so we are now just missing 2 people, I think, so maybe just 1. So what I'm going to do, tell you a little bit about me. Those of you that don't know me, the accent you're hearing is from the great state of Texas. I am from Central Texas. It's planted about 30 miles, 25 miles south of Waco, about 70 miles north of Austin, and 120 miles south of Dallas. I went to Texas A&M University. I got all 3 of my degrees there. My bachelor's is in math. My master's is in education psychology and statistics and leadership. And my PhD is in education psychology, workforce, statistics, and leadership. So I really enjoyed going to school, so I just kept taking more classes. They had to chase me out. So anyway, the way I ended up teaching marketing was I was recruited to teach statistics to firefighters and police officers. And I did that for about 3 or 4 years for the program was unfunded. And then the healthcare administration picked me up because I have a lot of experience with marketing. I ran I was vice president of a multi-million-dollar company that worked with GM, Ford, and Chrysler, and some of the large insurance companies. We did accident reconstruction. So whenever someone had an accident and it looked like they were going to be suing, they would go after the deep pockets, which were the big 3 auto manufacturers, the big insurance companies, the big shipping companies, and a lot of times they would send a private plane to pick up my crew within an hour when the accident happened, so that they could get out there and get pictures and measurements and stuff of the accident scene before it was contaminated. So I ran the marketing and human resource department and dealt with a lot of marketing with a lot of big industry. So that's part of the reason that I ended up in marketing. And then I've done a lot of things. So, I always tell my students that don't worry that, when you think about, oh my God, this is what I'm going to do the rest of my life, and it's kind of scary when you're 18, 19, 20 years old and you're making a decision you think that is unchangeable. But I'm going to tell you that I am living proof that you just need to get that degree, and then you take the experiences that are offered to you and the opportunities. And I can give you just a couple of them that I've done over the years, ones that kind of intrigue people. One summer, I did not want to teach, so I drove an 18-wheeler. I drove a chicken truck and a log truck and a tanker up and down Highway 59 in Texas, and had a lot of fun. My handle on the CB was Double Trouble. So that was many years ago, but it was, it was very different from teaching. And one summer, I had a friend that owned a wedding chapel in Las Vegas, and he called me and he said, "Hey, why don't you go pick up my limo in Brea, California, and drive it down here to Vegas for me?" I said, "Sure, no problem," because I had driven school buses. So I had a commercial license as well as a chauffeur's license. And so I picked it up, drove it to Vegas. And when I got there, he said, "Well, I don't have a driver." He said, "So why don't you go ahead and drive it for me this weekend?" So I did. And then I drove it for the next, I don't know, all that summer. I went down on weekends and drove the limo. Now that was a lot of fun. You just, I pick up the people at the hotel, and then I would take them downtown to get their license, their marriage license. And then we had a drive-through wedding chapel. I'd drive them through the wedding chapel. Preacher would hang out the window. He'd marry him. I'd sign as a witness, and then I'd take them back to the hotel. That was very different from anything I'd done before. I've taught gymnastics. I showed dogs professionally. So there's a lot of things that you can have fun doing as well as your regular job. So just a little thought for y'all. I have one daughter. She is an engineer. She graduated from Stanford and then went on to get a math master's from Texas A&M. And she works for a company that does contracts with Navy. And she was working on submarine software for a while, which she had fun chasing submarines around. I have 4 grandkids, and one of them just graduated from the Naval Academy, and she is an ensign stationed in San Diego, deployed right now to Japan. My second one is a senior at the Air Force Academy. And I'll brag a little and say that he was made the Olympic trials in swimming this summer. So I was there cheering him on. He didn't make it to the Olympics, but he did really well in the trials. Then I have 2 little ones that are 12 years younger. So anyway, that's a little bit about me. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to call your names, and I'd like for you to tell us, the students and I. Oh, and let me say too that I like for you to put your camera on, but I don't require it. But I do want you to have it on for your presentations unless there's extreme circumstances as to why you can't. And then you need to discuss it with me ahead of time. Other than that, though, it's up to your discretion. But I would like to see your shining faces sometimes. Okay, so I'd like for you to tell me when I call your name where you're from, and why did you decide to major in healthcare administration? And I'm going to pick on the person that I was just talking to, Deja. Did I say it right this time?
Hi, yes, you said it right.
Okay.
Thank you. Hi everyone, my name is Deja. I am from like the Paramount Bellflower area. It's only like 15 minutes away here from Long Beach. I decided to major in healthcare administration because I actually didn't know I wanted to do that at first. I thought I was going to be a nurse, which is probably still like in the future, I might end up doing that. But I couldn't do nursing here at Long Beach, so I switched to business administration, and then that didn't work out, so I chose healthcare management. And it's so far I really like it. It's like literally in between everything I thought I was going to do. So yeah, that's why I chose it.
Okay, super. And I am delighted to have Deja in the class. She is one of my officers. I am the sponsor for the Student Forum in UPD, the Honor Society. So Deja will be keeping us up to date on what's going on, and I give extra credit for people when you go to the meetings. So keep your ears open for what Deja's got to say. All righty.
Yeah, definitely. I'll put the Instagram in the comments if you guys want to follow for when we have our meetings.
Super. All right. Let's see. The next person, how about Michelle?
Oh, hi. My name is Michelle, and I'm from Southeast LA, specifically a small city called Cudahy, but not a lot of people know about it. The reason I picked healthcare administration is because, well, I originally was gonna do nursing as well, but I didn't get into the program at Long Beach. And I decided to switch my major to healthcare administration because my parents have their own business and they had always kind of wanted me to do business administration as well, but I didn't really like it and I've always wanted to do healthcare. And then I also eventually want to pursue like a clinical degree in the future, so like nursing or social work. I still don't really know. I just know that I like mental health, so any of those two could take me into that route. And I know that healthcare administration can kind of help me move more forward in my career, even if I do nursing or social work.
Great. Yeah. Healthcare administration is a great launching pad. I have two students right now that got into nursing programs after they got their graduated with their bachelor's degree. One is at Johns Hopkins, and the other one is at it's one of the well-known nursing schools, I think in Atlanta. And then I have one student that is working on a fellowship in Houston at the Anderson Center. So this is a great launching pad for y'all. You can go a lot of places with this degree. Okay, how about Jeanette?
Hello everyone, my name is Jeanette. I live in no, not Downey, but I live in Bell Gardens. So I actually live like near where Michelle was at. Um and I chose to be in healthcare administration because since high school I always knew that I wanted to be in healthcare. I don't know I think I want to be like in management. Right now I'm taking a healthcare data analytics certificate program. So yeah, I'm just um looking to see where in healthcare do I want to be in. Yeah.
Okay, super. And Michelle and Jeanette, thank y'all for turning on your camera so I could get a look at you. When I taught face to face and I saw people out in the street, I knew who they were. But now I just know names. So I appreciate that. Okay, how about Rachel? Rachel fought to get in this class.
I did. Hi everybody. My name is Rachel. I am from like the Westminster, Huntington Beach area down in Orange County, so really close by. I came into healthcare administration because I did a lot of business work in high school. I was part of like this like almost like mock business program. We were like just like dipping our toes into the world. And then prior to that, I was already really interested in medicine and working in healthcare, but I was always a little squeamish around blood. So I kind of found this happy medium in healthcare administration. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's why I'm here. I don't exactly know what I want to, if I wanted to pursue anything further outside the field, but I'm happy where I am now.
Super, and we're happy you're here.
Thank you.
All righty, let's see. How about Alejandra?
Oh, hello. My name is Alejandra and I live in Norwalk, but I'm originally from Long Beach. And I was, like many of the other students, originally trying to become a nurse and then had a change of heart. And then now that I'm doing healthcare administration, I actually seem to enjoy it, like more of the business side of it.
Okay, super. We get a lot of students from nursing, and for various reasons, but some is that they go in on their first practicum or whatever it's called, and they, see blood and they're on the ground just like I would be. And, so we're always happy to take the nursing students that run away and come to us.
Well, currently I'm a nursing attendant at Los Angeles General Medical Center, so I work in the CTICU. So I am doing bedside right now, but
Oh my goodness.
and I've also
Okay.
scrapped into the surgeries and it's
Wow.
interesting, but not where I wanted to.
Not where you want to end up.
Yes.
Okay, good deal. I'm glad you found out early.
Thank you.
How about, I'm going to say Chanel. Am I saying it right?
Yes, you did
All
say it.
right.
Hello. My name is Chanel and I'm from Long Beach. I chose this major. I've always knew I wanted to be in healthcare and I thought about nursing as well, but I also liked the business side of things and I felt like this was just perfect, like in the middle of everything. Eventually I've thought about going to school for nursing after, but it's still just an idea for now.
Okay. Well, like I said, we have a number of students that get in. It's a little bit easier to get into the programs after you have a bachelor's degree. And I've had, a good many that have ended up in nursing school. So if that's what you decide, then, this is a great launching pad, like I said, because you can then maybe go on, if you don't like nursing as well, and become a manager of nurses. So good
Yeah.
plan, if that's what you decide.
Thank you.
Okay, Melina.
Hello, my name is Melina, and well, I love a lot of things about healthcare administration, but I think that when I first entered college, I knew I wanted to help people, but like similar to Rachel, I don't have a strong stomach. So I was even like lost for a second. I thought I wanted to be a biologist studying biology, but then that's difficult too. And so then the advisor told me about healthcare administration. I've loved it so much ever since. And so that's why I'm pursuing this major.
All right, good deal. I'm the outreach person for the director of outreach for the department, and I go to a lot of community colleges. I go to the undergraduate, undeclared majors and try to snatch them up and bring them over to us. But I will tell y'all that once people come to us, they generally don't leave. Like a lot of departments and majors, people will bounce through there. Oh, I don't like this, and they move on to something else. But once they land with us, students typically stay. I think we have a great faculty, and we have a great program, and our students get jobs, and that's a big deal. So, okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, how about Allison Carlo? Carlos, mine is cut off here.
Hi everyone. So I am born and raised from LA, also in Southeast LA. It's a small city, Huntington Park. So the reason I chose healthcare, I've always wanted to know, and I wanted to do something healthcare related. I didn't really know exactly where to fit it in. Similar to the other girls, I was in a situation where my sister was in the hospital. She had just had surgery, and I nearly fainted, like just being in the room, seeing how everything was going on. So I was like, okay, definitely not clinical care, but somewhere along the lines. I decided to go to Long Beach before I decided on a major. So once I was at Long Beach, I decided on healthcare administration. Once I started my internship, it was kind of like a confirmation, like, okay, I like it. We'll see where it takes me. And yeah, I'm excited. Thank you.
Okay, super. Okay, how about let's see, how about I'm gonna say Arme. I'm probably saying it wrong.
Yeah, that's right. My name is
All
Arme.
right.
I'm originally from San Bernardino, but I currently live in Long Beach for school. And why I am majoring in healthcare administration is because I'm very interested in the IT department in healthcare. I was gonna do nursing. My sister's a nurse, but she has always, she seems very overworked and she loves her job. But, personally for me, I don't want to do that type of lifestyle. And my brother, he does IT for schooling and but not for healthcare. So I just kind of did find a middle ground with, information technology and healthcare. And I feel like this major really just called out my name. And so far, I'm a fourth year now and I'm ready to graduate and just, start my career.
Oh wow. So you took in 353 a little later than most people.
Yeah, I did.
I know what it was. You just couldn't get into my class till now, right?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. Are you in the data analytics that Dr. Ramirez is doing since you like IT?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I gotta get on that. But now I'm in that one and so far I'm enjoying it, even if it's just like the intro class for now, like some of this week, but I like it.
Super. Okay, thank you. Okay, how about it's Jaziel. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. So talk to me and tell me how you pronounce it.
Yeah. Sorry. Is my camera on or Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's Jazeel, so it's like Juh and then like Zeel. That's not how it's spelled, but like that's how you could pronounce it,
That's
like
how I'm gonna spell
phonetically.
it, so I'll remember.
So I joined a little bit late, so I don't know what we're supposed to be talking
Oh,
about.
tell us where you're from and why you joined healthcare administration.
Oh yeah, so I'm from Long Beach, California, and initially, I wanted to join healthcare admin because I like wanted to become a healthcare attorney, at least a corporate healthcare attorney. Um, I would like to go into like the policy, law, and like reform field, and again, like that's like getting into like legal and ethics. So like eventually, like pursuing like a law degree or like some of the sorts. Um, I'm pretty undecided as to what I do want to get into, but it's somewhere along those lines. But I feel like I would rather gain like experience first and then like go into that later.
Okay, sounds good. You can always make a living with law.
Yeah.
Okay, how about this one? The last name is Anwar, and you can come on and tell me how you pronounce your first name.
Hey, what's up? My name's pronounced John Zabe.
John Zabe. Okay.
John Zabe, yes. And
Okay.
last name Anwar.
Did I say the last name correctly?
Yeah, Anwar, correct. Yeah.
Okay.
So I live in Long Beach and I got into healthcare administration because I just think like our healthcare system's really messed up and we got to do some things to make some changes. And like the guy was just saying, like policies, one of the things, a lot of the policies are what's keeping us from being able to change our healthcare system. So with that being said, that's what I want to get into healthcare administration and probably go into more towards the management side of things or more towards that end.
Policy making.
Not policy making, more like owning, operating.
Okay.
Policy making is probably more someone else would be doing that part. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, Priscilla.
Hello everyone. My name is Priscilla and I am from Long Beach, originally Gardena, but moved when I was younger. I'm interested in healthcare administration because it kind of falls in line with what I'm currently working at, which is United Healthcare. I got the idea of it from a trainer there when I was just, working there just for a job, but I got really interested in what they had to give us and what they had to learn. So yeah, that's why I'm interested in that right now.
Okay, super. All right, how about Albert?
Hello, my name is Albert Cardenas. I am from Long Beach. I decided healthcare administration just because I did want to be a part of the healthcare system. Right now I'm in my last semester, so I'm doing my second part of the internship. So I'm not really sure what I want to like go towards, whether it's like human resources or the accounting side. I am working at or interning at the Cambrian Home Care. So I'm still debating on what I want to pursue after.
Okay, super. Okay, I'm gonna.
Professor, you cut out.
Sorry, guys, I just moved into a new place and there's all kinds of things falling off shelves and making noise. Okay, all righty. Let's see who we're gonna pick on next. Let me see if I know anybody that's left here. Christine, I've had you before. Talk to me.
Yeah, hi, my name is Christine. I'm from Inglewood, And the reason why I picked healthcare admin, I used to be a medical assistant and I hated it. I would get nervous like doing shots. So I just decided to come back to school, do something else, but also in the field.
I think that's a good plan. I'm going to tell you a little story. We'll take a little break here for a second. I'm going to tell you a little story I might get a kick out of. When I got out of high school, I was recruited by a hospital, Scott and White. It was very well known around the world in my little town of Temple, Texas, and it's been recently bought by Baylor Medical. But they were recruiting, and they wanted me to come to work for them and as a file clerk. And in those years, file clerks did not do things on computers. We didn't even have computers. I mean, we barely had calculators. It's like in the dark ages. And I was sitting with a group of other file clerks, and they had, what they would do is they would send these little sheets of paper around that looked like a little Post-it, and it would have all the results from the lab. And what I didn't know was that those pieces of paper were sitting under the specimens, like if it was a blood work or whatever it happened to be. And then once they took the specimen and took care of it, they would send that piece of paper to us to put in the folder. And we had this sponge with water on it, and we would, run that across the sponge to then so that we would dampen the sticky edge and stick it in the folder. Well, I ran out of water, and I didn't know that thing was, sitting around specimens, and I was licking and sticking. And when they told me what I was doing, I gave my 2 weeks notice. So I've had some experience also with that. And y'all can laugh out loud. It's fine. I mean, that was many years ago, but I have never forgotten it. But anyway, so y'all just don't know how times have changed in the last ever many years, and I won't admit how many years it's been. Okay, how about Albert?
I just went like 2 people.
Oh, you
or-
did? Oh,
yeah.
Cardenas? I guess I didn't check your name. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Huh? Okay, all right. I'm sorry, I missed your name. Okay, how about Angie?
Hi everyone, my name is Angie. I am from Los Angeles, California, and I chose healthcare administration because I like the healthcare field, but I did not want to deal directly with patients. So this was a great alternative for me, and I feel this degree will open up a lot of behind the scenes opportunities for me.
Okay, and I will tell y'all too that I ran into one of my students not too long ago at Enterprise Car Rentals. I said, "What are you doing here?" And she said that she had worked her way through college working for Enterprise, and they said that the degree that y'all were getting is really, like a basic business degree. And they said she had everything that they needed for her to be in their manager training program. So she was actually moving up. She was assistant manager and moving on up and for Enterprise Car Rental. So again, this is a great launching pad. So y'all will all find your rhythm. Okay, how about Jacqueline? Did I say that right? Estala?
Hi, yeah, you said that right. Hi, my name is Jacqueline or Jackie, whichever is fine. I'm from Long Beach. I chose, well, like many others, I was pre-nursing, and then I became a CNA, and I did not like it. It was not for me, so I chose healthcare administration instead.
I'm happy when y'all find the things that you don't like, and that leaves you open to lots of things that you can like. And there's a lot of things, I mean, there's just endless careers out there for healthcare administrators, and they pay good. Okay, how about Divya? And did I say it right?
Yeah, you said it right. Just once.
Okay.
Hi, so my name is Divya. I'm from Downey, California. I used to be a pre-med. I just transferred over from Pasadena City College. During COVID, I got a little bit more involved with my family's business. And so that kind of opened me up to the idea of business in healthcare. And so I made the switch from pre-med to healthcare admin.
Okay, good deal. All right, Karina.
Hi everyone, I'm from Long Beach. So I've been a medical assistant for 19 years and wanted a change, and I just chose healthcare administration.
Okay, 19 years, wow. You have lots of experience to bring to the table. Okay, how about Daniela?
Hi, I'm Daniela, and I chose healthcare administration as my major because it is a broad field and there are lots of job opportunities. And those opportunities come with big rewards. So, yeah.
Okay, where are you from, Daniela?
I'm from Los Angeles, California.
Okay, all right, super. Okay, Jacinia.
Hi, my name's Jasenia. You pronounced it right.
Yay.
Yay, for sure. Because everybody gets it wrong. They think it's Jessica. Originally I'm from Los Angeles, born and raised on the east side of LA. But I currently reside in Inglewood. I'm like a couple blocks away from both the SoFi Stadium and the Intuit Dome. So I'm blessed with traffic every day. I decided to do a healthcare administration because my mom was a CNA and she had me like a sister one day, and I was just like, yeah, this ain't for me. And I just decided to say, like, I want something more like behind the scenes, not in front of, patients and seeing all that nasty stuff. So yeah.
Oh my goodness, you could be my daughter. All right. Sounds just like me. Okay, how about Sebastian?
Hello, my name is Sebastian. I'm born here in Downey, California. The reason I chose healthcare was because I knew I wanted to get into the healthcare system, but like I wasn't too sure on like exactly what avenue to like pursue. So like this is definitely like gonna be that like you said earlier, like that launch pad, like just to see what doors it opens up once I get my degree in this field.
Great, super. Okay, and all right, Alyssa, did I say it right?
Yeah, you said it right.
All right, I'm batting 100 today. I'm sure I'm going to mess one up soon.
So hi, my name is Alessa. I live in Westminster, California. I got into healthcare administration like many others here. I was a nursing student. I got sick. I had cancer, so I got out of school for a while, and then I fell back into a job in operations management for a retail company, and I kind of like the business side of things. So I thought maybe combining the two would be a good idea. So that's why I chose this major.
Good deal. All right. I'm glad you're feeling good and back in school and joining us in this class. Okay. How about Johan? Did I say it right? Probably so badly you don't know who I'm talking about.
That's me.
Okay.
My name's Johan. I'm a fourth year healthcare admin major. I'm from the Coachella Valley, if you guys know where that's at, kind of like Palm Springs area. And the way I got into this major, kind of similar to a lot of other people, I was originally pre-nursing, and then I changed it in the spring of my second year. So yeah, that's when I did that. And yeah, nursing, it was hard, of course, but I don't know, I just didn't really like it. So I felt like this was like a good pivot.
Good. Okay. Okay, the last name is Pineda. So pronounce your first name for me.
Yes, hi, my name is Deliani.
Okay, you're gonna probably tell me that 4 or 5 times before I remember. Okay.
It's okay. You can call me Del by short, that's fine.
Del? Okay, I can remember that.
Yeah, Del. So I am from LA. I live like 5 minutes from downtown LA, probably. I chose healthcare administration because my original plan was to become like a PA, but the schooling and also I just wanted to go into business as well. So, you know, just the business side of healthcare sounded like a good pathway for me. I do want to go into healthcare management specifically. But yeah, that's it.
Okay, good deal. I'm working. How about you, Miss Jacqueline?
Hi. My name is Jacqueline, and I am from South Central LA, specifically in Westmont. Um, I first entered as undeclared interest in pre-nursing, but I didn't want to do the 5 to 6 years just to get my bachelor's in nursing. And I think at the end of the day, I do not like blood. It gives me the I don't know. It just something about it just I don't like it. And from there, I was a semester in from my first year, and I saw this major, and I liked that it was part of healthcare and the business side. So I was like, why not give it a try? And yeah, here I am.
Super. And do you like it?
So far, yes. I'm now in my third year, so I'm getting there, yeah.
You're just getting into the classes now.
Yeah.
You're gonna love it before you leave, I promise.
Thank you.
Okay. How about Maylene?
Can you hear me?
I can now.
Okay, perfect. My name is Maylene. I originally got into healthcare admin because I started working at I was working at Memorial Care for a bit, and then I also worked for a mental health company. And I was doing more so like front office and kind of like call center. I realized how much the healthcare system needs help. So I am very good at like managing and things like that. So that's kind of what I want to get into in the health side of things.
Okay.
Oh, and
Super.
I'm from East LA, and
Okay.
I live in
Seems-
Pico now.
You know, someone must have been doing a lot of recruiting down East LA because there's I had a lot of Norwalk people this morning, and this afternoon I got East LA folks. So y'all are finding out y'all got neighbors here in class with you. Okay, how about Kaylin?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Hi, I'm Keelan. I'm from Lakewood, California, and I chose healthcare administration because I'm really passionate about being in the healthcare field. And I feel like this would be a good stepping stone for me to get my foot in the door with healthcare. But I eventually do want to go back to school for nursing, and then eventually I want to be a nursing manager.
Well, this is a great launching pad for you then. So
Yeah.
you'll be well trained. All right, thank you. How about Arwen? Did I say that right?
Yes, that's right. I'm Arwen. I'm from Chino Hills, and I joined or I majored in healthcare administration because I started off as nursing, but I knew I didn't really like it because I did volunteering in a hospital in high school, and a patient threw up and I fainted and I was told to go home, and my blood pressure was 69/90, and they said you have to leave. And so I realized, yeah, nursing is not for me. I can handle everything else but vomit. So, and then I noticed I did when I did research that healthcare administration fit me more than nursing or any other like job. So that's why I chose that one.
Another one that could be my child. Good job. Thank you. All right, Leon.
Hi, my name is Leon. I'm from Stanton, California. Like many others, at first I wanted to do nursing, so I was volunteering at St. Jude Medical Center in the monitor bank, working with the PCT, and I realized that it wasn't really my thing. Like I imagine myself if I were to be a nurse and doing it like every day, it would be like really draining for me. But so I switched to healthcare admin because I still want to stay in the healthcare field, and hopefully I kind of leaning towards like the law of healthcare, but also like the management and the operations as well.
Okay, sounds good. You got a comrade in here, I can't remember who it was now, said they also were looking at law at some point. So good deal. Okay, now we're at, let me sure I get Hans.
Hello. My name is Hans. I live in Long Beach. Just like most of the people here, I was also in pre-nursing, but then I ended up not liking it. So I ended up choosing healthcare administration, and I'll see where it takes me. But yeah,
Okay, super. What is that a picture of? I can't tell.
it's a dog.
Is it your dog?
No, it's not my dog. I just saw it on the internet, so
I think there must be a fan in front of him blowing his jaws.
it's kind of like it has like a distorted head.
Right. Okay. And last but not least, Miss Stephanie. Stephanie, are you here?
Hi, can you hear me?
Okay, now we can.
Hi, my name is Stephanie. I am originally from Long Beach, but now I live in West Covina. I am a licensed vocational nurse, but I want to pursue something different, not clinical anymore. So I'm pursuing healthcare administration
Okay.
to go on the administrative side of things.
All righty, super. Okay, a lot of you are bringing some experience to the table. That's great. That'll help when y'all do your group project, the business plan. All righty, so I think this is going to be a great class. I think we're going to have fun. I love that a lot of you turned on your cameras and let me see what you look like. And I think that yeah, we've got a nice mixture of a lot of different areas here in Southern California. So I think that we're really going to have a great time and learn a lot this semester. I am going to put a plug in now. Do I have any other officers for my organizations besides Deja in here? Anybody else?
Maylene.
Okay, Maylene. All right. I'm happy to have two of y'all in here now then. Super, super. All right. I was just in a meeting with Deja yesterday or the day before, so she was on my mind. I will get to know all of y'all well. Y'all will all be seeing phone calls from me. Ask Anya. She's on my speed dial. So, okay. Now, what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you kind of briefly show you what's on Canvas and what you can find there. I know most of you have seen it before, but I'll give you an idea of how it's set up for this class. So let me find it. I had opened it, but does not mean it's still around. Canvas and I are not best friends. In fact, you might even say we're enemies. All right, let's see. There we go. All right, this is 35302. When you go onto the home page, you'll see the Zoom link for this class, and then you'll see the different rubrics, and I think they're all here, but if not, I'll be adding some. So you can look at how you're going to be graded on the various projects. Then this list that I see here is the group list and group forms. This is the different forms you'll be using in your group. And once I assign y'all to groups, that list will be up here also. Let's see, hang on. Yeah, let's see what, some kind of message came through, but I don't know what it was. Okay, so anytime you're looking for a form of some sort, you're gonna find it here. You're gonna have two group contracts, and I will assign your groups, and you'll keep the same group for both projects. You'll use the same form twice. You'll just fill it out differently because, it'll be different projects that you'll be doing, but this is the group contract that you'll see in your assignments. The group progress review, you'll use this form twice because you're going to do, during the process of your two group projects, I'm asking for a review of how everybody's working together because I'm not one of the instructors that says work it out. I don't like to give people a grade for something they didn't do. So if y'all have issues, I want to know. And it's not tattletaling. It's just let me help you. And, sometimes when I step in, it really does help settle the problem. So that review is for each one of you to turn in. And it lets me know that you know, everyone has got input. So you don't have to show it to anybody else. You know, when you turn it in, it just comes straight to me. And it's the way I find out if everybody is working together and doing their part. Okay, the group introduction is what you're going to fill that out. It basically asks for information that you'll be given to your group. And once I put y'all in groups, I'll send those group introductions out to the people in your group. So you'll be able to get hold of the different people in the group. Then the rest of this is just various assignments, and we'll go over that as the time comes. Okay, you're going to have an APA quiz. If you've had me before, you know that everybody in any of my classes takes an APA quiz. I'll tell y'all a little story about that. When I went back to grad school, it was about 20 years after I got my master's that I went back for my PhD, and I had no idea what APA was. And the first day that I was sitting in class, they said the paper had to be APA formatted. And I thought, I don't know what that is. I guess it's just good grammar. And so I turned my paper in, and it came back. I had a professor that I was scared of him. He was like a little tyrant. And he turned my paper back to me. I couldn't even see anything on the words anymore because it was all full of red and green marks on everything I did wrong. It looked like a Christmas tree. And I thought, oh my, I'm so humiliated. I couldn't believe it. And so he said, well, APA is this type of formatting for, you know, social sciences, and everyone has to learn. He said, you need to go buy the book. And I think the book was at that time like APA 4, you know, or 3 maybe even. And so I went and got that book and I learned it, but golly, I hated it. And so when I graduated, it was in December and it was cold in Texas. I took that book home and I threw it in the fireplace and I burned it up. So I thought I'm never going to have to use APA again. And I didn't for a while because I was running a grant and doing some other things. And then Cal State recruited me. And when I came back, they said, oh, you have to teach APA. So I had to go buy another book. Of course, it was a later version. But so I understand, I empathize with you. But the College of Health and Human Services mandates us to teach all APA. And the reason is that when you get out in the working world, you'll have reports to do and you'll have various, and if you decide to go on to graduate school, you'll be publishing. So you'll have various things you'll have to submit. And APA is a generalized formatting that everybody knows in your field, and it makes it easier when everything is done the same way instead of a whole lot of different ways. So that being said, you do have to learn APA. And I know the reviews on Rate My Professor say sometimes that I'm kind of a stinker about APA, but I'm doing it for, you know, for your good. I want y'all to be successful. I want you to look good. And I want people to say, wow, this person's a pretty good writer, you know, and this APA is going to help you do that. So you need to review this information. I have a PowerPoint presentation, I believe it's this first one, that kind of nutshells it for you. So I would at least watch that before you take the APA quiz. And then there are videos and there are websites that you can look at. There's a lot of information here. So that's what this is for, to help you pass that APA quiz and to learn it. Okay, this is Navigate to instructions. You don't have to worry about that right now. I have a we're going to have a speaker, but well, you're going to get the video portion because he's from back east. So I record the morning class and y'all get to listen to it in the afternoon. But it is a virtual internship that's part of this class. And it's just done, it's a streaming, but it's recorded. It's not like real time. But anyway, the students love it. It gives you an opportunity to test what you've learned in it by doing activities, and we'll get more into that later. The Kelly McDonald video, you're going to watch this YouTube, and then there's a worksheet on the website that you're going to complete and then upload on the assignment page. And it's just about that video. Then what you need to know is that these are the PowerPoints. Your quizzes cover the chapters. So they are publisher quizzes or publisher questions. So what you're going to get for each chapter is 10 questions. And they'll be randomly selected from 30 to 40 to 50, depending on how many the publisher put in for that chapter. So like for instance, on the first quiz, you'll have quiz 1 and quiz 2, I think, but we'll look at that in a minute. And it'll be over the book. These PowerPoints are great guidelines to help you read the book. I would recommend you read it. I'm not telling you it's a closed book test because it's online, and I really can't tell you that. You know, I'm not there watching what you're doing, but you won't have time to look up every question. And because you get 15 minutes and then a 1 minute grace period. So that's about a minute and a half per question for each of the quizzes. Okay, well, then you've got the cross-cultural quiz, and I'll go into that when we look at the syllabus. This tells you when the Zoom presentations are. Here's the Navigate presentation. It's going to be on the September 10th. Then your APA quiz is due by September 10th. We're going to have a great library presentation on September 17th. Michelle, well, I don't know if y'all know it, but Michelle DeMars is HCA's personal librarian. She is wonderful. If you have any kind of projects that require research, she knows exactly where to tell you to go. And then she also talks about APA, and she's got some great resources for that also. So be sure that you're here and on time, because it is a really good presentation. And regardless of what stage you're at here at Cal State, you know, I've had students that didn't even know where the library was. So this is a really good thing to be, because it's not just for school. They have other fun things too. They have DVDs, you know, and all kinds of stuff that it's not just a, you know, study. So she's there to, you know, to help you with what you're looking for. So that is, that's going to be on the 17th. Then this is, so anyway, this is your, the modules tell you what's due, when it's due, when the Zoom classes are. And we've got a couple of other speakers also. We're going to have Labella Sullivan, who talks to you about how businesses use color to entice you to do different things. And she's got that's her specialty. She's a consultant. She does a really great job with it. And then we're also, this will be interesting to the ones who are interested in data analysis. We also have Jeff Pratt coming to speak. He's the CEO of SpeedTrack, which is a great big database. And he's going to show you how you can use that in strategic planning. So we've got some fun things coming up. Okay, so that's what's under the modules. You'll find the forms under here. You'll find the worksheets, everything like that will be located here. All right, then the other place that you need to look at is the assignment page. And this is where you will, come on computer. This is where you'll upload your assignments. I'm sure most of you are very familiar with this. So this is where you'll do that. And then here's your quizzes. And I'm not sure if it looks exactly the same. I think it's a little different on your end. But here's your quizzes. And then the Navigate quizzes. And we'll talk about that in a minute. And then these are the Navigate exercises. Your social media project. And that's a group project. And here's all the group forms again. And then your final large project, which is a business/marketing plan. You will get points for coming to class. You need to be, I don't typically give the points if you're over 15 or 20 minutes late, unless you talk to me and tell me it's some kind of extreme circumstance. You get 4 points on the days that, on some days, and you get 2 points on other days, and it's based on my morning class. If they meet Tuesday and Thursday, then you'll get 4 points. If they just meet on Tuesday, you'll get 2 points. And basically, when you get the 2 points, we will be out of here much earlier. You know, like we probably will stay maybe an hour or so. And when it's the 4 points, you might stay, you know, an hour and a half to hour and 45 minutes. It depends. And some of that will be working on your groups. Okay, so that gives you an idea of, you know, of where everything's at on here. And let me get out of here. I'm going to stop sharing. And I'm gonna share the syllabus with, do I have any questions so far? Are we good? Okay. Okay. We're gonna share the syllabus now. I'm not gonna read it to you because y'all are smart, intelligent, you know, well-read individuals. I don't need to read stuff to you. If you want to read it, I know that you can do it. And I say that because I just heard at a meeting I was at last week that 110,000 people applied to Cal State for this fall. And out of that 110,000, they only took 8,500 or 8,600 or something. So this is, if you got into Cal State, you did something great, because, you know, you're looking at less than 10% that apply and that get accepted. So congratulations on that. Okay, so here's the syllabus. You should all have a copy of it. I think I emailed it out with a welcome letter. It's also on the website. And my office hours are Tuesday 9:30 to 11 and by appointment, and Tuesday 5 to 7. But you need to let me know, because I don't tend to put the Zoom on and then just sit here and wait for somebody to come talk to me. So let me know you're coming, and but you don't need an appointment. You need to let me know, you know, I'm coming around 5 or whatever it is, or 5:15, whatever it happens to be, so I'll be sure and be close to the computer. If you prefer to meet me in person, then you just need to let me know and we'll work something out. Probably would be a different day than Tuesday, because maybe Tuesday morning, but I wouldn't be able to get to class, get back home to my computer Tuesday afternoon. But I'm always happy to accommodate you. I do have an office on campus. It's 110, I think, in the HHS 2 building. Those of you that are officers know have been around there, but it's very close to the main office. This is one of my cell phones. I'm going to, in the chat, I'm about to give you my other cell phone, because sometimes I don't have this 254 number with me. They are both Texas numbers. So if I happen to be calling you and you see that, I'm not spam. I just have a Texas number. Here's my other cell phone. If you can't get an answer on, or a text message back on one of them, then text this one. This one's usually close to me. Oh shoot, I didn't send it to everybody. Somehow I got stuck on just sending it to one person. Hang on, let's see, it's supposed to be. All right, let's try this again. Okay, so this is my other cell phone. Okay. All righty. I'm not going to read all this to you. Y'all are aware of that. Y'all can read the activities and objectives. These are what we do in each module to meet those activities and objectives. And these are your textbooks. They are part of the day one. I'm going to have to find out how it works, because they're both by the same company. This is the the virtual internship. I just need to find out how y'all have to get to it. I've got to call the bookstore tomorrow. I didn't get through today, so I will have an answer for that for you. I'll send y'all an email. But this is the book, and it is in day one access. You can buy the APA manual, but you don't have to, because in today's world, all you have to do is type in like journal article APA formatted, and a bunch of websites will pop up showing you examples. Also, all that information I have for you on Canvas is full of examples as well. All right. Again, I'm not going to read to y'all and search y'all's intelligence by reading to you. Now, this I recommend for my students to print this and keep it close, because this is the way that you will be sure that you don't miss any due dates. I typically don't accept assignments late, and if I do accept it, you know, you get 10% off per day, unless it's extreme circumstances. So it's really a waste of points to not get it turned in on time, and you know way ahead of time, you know, when everything is due, how much it's worth and how much of your total grade it is. So some of these are like gimmies, you know. All you have to do is do it and you get the full credit. So don't waste those points by not doing it. With the introduction that's due actually today, you're going to, well, we'll go over in a minute, but on the, it's just to talk about yourself basically, but we'll go over when we get down to the directions. The LinkedIn is, all you have to do is create a profile if you don't have one. And then connect with me. Just send me an invitation to connect. If you already have one, then all you have to do is just, again, send me an invitation to connect. And I'm going to right now put in the chat, because you know there's 500 million Linda Martinez's. So here's the Linda Martinez that you need to look for. It's got my maiden name in it. And I am Czech. And it's, so you'll see this, and to be sure it's me, look for Texas A&M as the school that I went to. So this is the way you spell my name, my middle name. When you type that in, it should pop right up. Linda Ruback Martinez. Okay, and again, all you have to do is connect with me and you get the full credit for that. Okay, and then we're going to go over these other things as we go down the line. But you can see that every single assignment that you have due is in here with the date and how many points it's worth, including the days that you come to class. And you don't have to, I'll do it manually. You don't have to sign in anywhere. I'll typically either call your name, or when you're in a group, I'll check to see who's here. But I take care of that, you know, within a few days after class on who's here and who's not, to get your points. Then you've got your weekly quizzes. Again, you have 16 of them, and they are worth 10 points each. Then you've got your navigate activity, your navigate scenarios, and your navigate quizzes. Where they're at, let's see. Yeah, there they are. Okay, then you've got a midterm. The midterm covers the quizzes up to that point. And when you take your quiz, you will be able to see the answers to the wrong question, the ones you got wrong, on Tuesday after it closes, and you'll be able to see it for the rest of the year. I don't ever close it. You don't get to see the ones you got right, because that compromises my quiz too much. You should be able to get them right again, but you do get to see the ones you missed. Okay, hang on. Okay, then we've got your group activities, which are your social media. We're going to do a social media project and a group project. And then this is what it takes to get an A, B, C, or D. And then here are the days that we'll be meeting. There may be at some point that I'll say, we don't have to meet tonight. I'm going to let y'all work on your group projects, but I will never add a day. So you may get one that you get a walk on, but for the most part, we'll meet on these days. All right, let me get down to, I'm not going to read you all this because it's on every single syllabus you have, or it should be. Let's see. Okay, here is the class assignments, and this tells you exactly what's going on, exactly what's needed, and the due dates, and you know, the class, whether you meet or not that week. So this is tonight, and what's due tonight is the discussion board with your introduction, and then by Thursday night, you need to have responded to 2 of your classmates. And, you know, we'll talk about that when I get down the directions, but just 2, you don't have to respond to everybody. Typically, I tell people to scan several and see who you find that interests you. Your LinkedIn invitation is due on the 30th, and your personal mission statement is due on the 1st. There are a couple of videos here that'll help you with writing a personal mission statement, but you're actually filling out a worksheet that you answer a bunch, and you have to fill out every single question on that worksheet, and that worksheet is under modules on Canvas, and you have to answer all the questions. You won't get full credit if you don't, and then by the time you've answered all the questions, you should be able to create your personal mission statement. And this is about you, not about a business or a company or anything, but your personal mission statement as a person. Okay, then you've also got the Kelly McDonald video, which you're going to watch and then answer the questions on the worksheet that's on Canvas. Then next week, we do have class. Also, your group introduction form is due. Once y'all turn those in and I put y'all into groups, because I assign the groups, I'll send those introduction forms to your group so you'll have the information on each other. And then you have a cross-cultural quiz proof, and I'll talk about that down the way. This talks about which chapters you have to read also. So for your quiz 1 and 2, and if you look here, it says read chapters 1 and chapter 2, and that's what your quizzes will be over. Okay, then the third week, we're going to have the Navigate presentation, and you've got your APA quiz is due on the 10th. Your first group contract is due on the 11th. I'll have you in your groups by next week. And your quiz 3 and 4. Then you're also going to have your first Navigate assignment, but by the time you see the presentation and I talk to you about it, you'll be ready for it. Then the next week, we've got our library presentation, and I promise you, you will enjoy it. She does a fun game in it, and everybody, it's just amazing. Every time I hear it, I learn something new. Your first progress report is due for your first group project, which is social media. Then this week you don't meet, and so you can see how this is set up. Then week 6, you have your midterm. Again, you don't meet. Week 7, we've got Lavella Sullivan. She's the one that's going to talk to you about color, and it's fascinating how different companies use color. Okay, and then we've got week 8. We start having the social media, and you'll have presentations soon in here. And when you present, everyone has to speak, and everyone has to take part, and you need to be, I'm not going to tell you have to dress up because I don't see anything but your heads, but you do have to be on the with the camera on. Unless there's extenuating circumstances, then you have to let me know ahead of time. Week 9, we meet again, and week 10, we don't meet. Week 11, we have Jeff Pratt, and he's the one that is the CEO of SpeedTrack, which has the big data comes. What we use is a simulated set, but the set that SpeedTrack actually is, the real set, is all the data that's collected here in California, and from I think most hospitals, if not all. And it's really a great source for large companies and hospitals and insurance people who are doing strategic planning. Okay, then we've got, again, this is our PowerPoint presentation, which will be with the business plan. And then you've got Thanksgiving, and Thanksgiving, it's school is almost over by the time Thanksgiving rolls around. When you get back from Thanksgiving, you'll have your group presentation, and then we'll have one more week, and I think we'll have maybe 2 presentations that week. Then we're done. So that tells you what we'll be doing. Don't get overwhelmed. My class is a stress-free class. If you start being overwhelmed, then you need to talk to me. Let me calm you down and take you off that cloud. Okay, so now here's the directions. Like for today, the introduction on the discussion board. It's 400 to 500 words. Tell us about yourself, what you'd like for the class and for me to know. Be sure to include your major, because I do have a few people in here that are not healthcare, not this time. So pretty much I think all of y'all are healthcare majors, but sometimes I get certificate people in here that are not healthcare. Talk about your career goals and your life goals and your hobbies. You know, what do you like to do? Maybe you like to spend, you know, Sunday afternoon in the park with your dog, you know, or surfing on the beach, or, you know, whatever it happens to be. Tell us about it, and you'll find that there'll be other people that probably like to do it too. So you might find, I've had a lot of people make good friends in this class. Then you have to comment on 2 of the people, and it's 150 to 200 words, and your posting is 400 to 500 words, and you must put a word count. No references, nothing like that. Just be sure you have it's grammatically correct and that you have a word count. I told you about your LinkedIn assignment and what you have to put in for my name. If you've already happened to be linked to me, just send me an email and tell me that we're already connected. Okay, your group introduction form, this is what it's pretty straightforward. It asks for phone numbers, hours that you're available, that you can meet with the group, and those kinds of things. Form is on Canvas. Kelly McDonald video, here's the link for it on YouTube. And it's not that long, and you'll find it interesting. Mission statement and vision statement. The mission statement that you're turning in first is the one up earlier that it's your personal mission statement. You're also going to be doing a mission and vision statement for your group project. So this is where some of this information comes in. And value statement also. And this gives you all kinds of videos. And you won't need to worry about this until you start working with your group. But this gives you all kinds of videos that tell you 1, 2, 3, how do I do it? This was the personal mission statement that's due sooner with just about you. And you'd be surprised, once you come up with a personal mission statement, it kind of helps you set your goals. It's a really good thing to have. The cross-cultural competency in healthcare, this is the link for it. And it's actually, I don't care what score you get on it. I just want to be sure you did it. It's a self-evaluation that lets you know how culturally competent you are. And once you complete it, you're going to be at a certificate. And it usually, be sure and watch for it. It usually says, what's your name? And so when it does that, it puts your name on the certificate. And it tells you like you made, I don't know, 20 out of 20 or 5 out of 20 or whatever it happens to be. Your grade is not based on the score you made. It's based on the fact that you completed it. So once you get that certificate, I need for you to upload that on the assignment page showing me that you got the certificate. And you can do it, a number of different ways. You can right click on it and save it and then upload it, but be sure your name's on it. If some computers like Mac or one of them, it doesn't ask you for the name. I don't remember which one. So if that's the case, then you need to save it and use some kind of editing program and type your name into it, or print it, type your name into it, or write your name into it and take a picture and upload it. As long as the certificate has your name on it, you're good. All right, the APA quiz, I already talked about that with you. The healthcare advertisement resource page. What I want you to do is select one healthcare advertisement, any of them. I don't care where you get it. You can get it from the TV, like on YouTube. It has a lot of the TV ads on there. You can get it from, like a brochure you've gotten from some healthcare place. You can take a picture of a billboard. Don't have a wreck while you're doing it, but take a picture of a billboard and whatever it happens to be that you found interesting, some type of ad that you found interesting. Then you're going to write 300 words explaining why you think that it's effective or why it's not effective. Be sure you type it, English grammar, punctuation, spelling, and then take a screenshot of the advertisement, or if it's a YouTube file, you're going to put the link in the paper so that I can look at it. You have to have at least 3 references that back up what you're saying. For instance, if, like, let's say you talk about, my brain's not working too like that. But let's say that you say that the advertisement is doesn't specify like how you can get hold of them. Well, in your book, there is information or out on the web. I don't care where you get the references that say, be sure that, you know, if you have a great looking ad, but it has no way of contacting you, then it's not a very good ad. It's just out there for people to look at. So you just, or if it's some sort of rule that you've read in the first few chapters of the book that tell you what you can and cannot do in advertisement, or you know, about target groups or whatever it happens to be, then you can use that information for your references. And you need you actually need 2. The third one is you need to cite whatever it is. If it's YouTube, look up on the web and see how to cite a YouTube. If it's a billboard, then you would cite it like you would a poster. All you have to do is type it into YouTube and say APA formatted reference poster. And you need to cite the 2 references that are in the text, need to be cited in the text and in your reference list at the end. And APA has references, not citations. So you title it references and not reference list, just references. And there is a sample on the website of a paper, an APA paper, that shows you how to do a lot of that. Okay, the Navigate, again, this is, you're going to have 2 parts to your Navigate exercise. One is you're going to have a quiz and it's a publisher generated quiz, and it's over the video that you'll be watching. I don't let you take the regular quizzes but one time, but these quizzes you can take multiple times. So, you know, if you make a 15 or something the first time, you can watch it again and raise your score, or whatever it happens to be, but you can take it multiple times until you're happy with the grade that you have. And it's 20 questions, I think it's 20, might be 10. And it's strictly off of it's like I said, publisher driven off of the web video that you watch. Then you also, at the end of the video, it gives you an assignment, and it tells you to write to answer some sort of question, and it tells you to do it in this email form that they have. I think they might have taken it off this year, but I want you to do it on a Word doc, and you're going to answer the question on the Word doc, and you can use bullets. Because like an example of it might be, why do you think that this emergency room, what can we do to this emergency room to make it more appealing, or something along those lines? So you have to think outside the box, and it's okay with me if you bullet it, or you can write it in paragraph form, whatever you're more comfortable with. This is an individual project. It's not a group project. Okay, your social media you're going to create a handout, a 1-page handout that is going to, each group is going to pick a social media. As you can see, it can be Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, YouTube, whatever it happens to be. And I'll accept almost any of them as long as it's something that's used in hospitals or medical facilities. And it's going to be like, once I put y'all in a group and put y'all in a breakout room, the one who emails me faster gets their first choice. So it's only like each one's only going to be used once. So if your group decides fast and emails me with the information, then you'll get your first choice. But I'll have you give me like 3 choices, and you know, so that if you're not as fast as the other group, you may not get your first choice. But what you're going to put on this handout is you're going to have like, how's it used, a little history of it, how it's used in healthcare, and how you 1, 2, 3 steps on how to set it up and start using it in whatever the program happens to be. And it's like a step-by-step guide, basically. You need at least any kind of information that is interesting that you think would be interesting to know about that software, like the history of it, anything like that can be on there. Whatever you can fit into that one page or into a brochure. Okay, and the summary should have at least 3 references, which means that if you get the information about, for instance, Twitter, off the Twitter site, then you would reference that. Or maybe you have some information you found out about the founder, you'd reference that. Or whatever it happens to be, that you need to have at least 3 references, and they need to be APA cited in the handout, as well as in a little reference sheet on one square of the handout, somewhere on the handout at the end, or if it's a brochure, you know, like on one section of the brochure, whatever it happens to be. And I think there's some examples. If they're not, I'll put some up there. Okay, then you're also going to have to do a PowerPoint that you'll be using for your presentation when you present. So the PowerPoint will basically be just describing your handout, and it can have additional information in it. Make it creative, make it interesting, like put some, you know, like graphics and those kinds of things. I love for people to think outside the box, because you lose people's interest in the real world if you just have, like, you know, a straight line of text that's single space, no paragraphs, no kind of information on it, you know, just writing or reading. So be creative on your PowerPoints. All right, and then everyone in the class comments on everybody else's handouts. And so if we have 5 groups, then you'll be commenting on the other 4 groups, and that'll all be on the discussion board. The comments need to have at least 125 words in them. And again, we'll talk more about this when we get closer in. I don't want to overwhelm you too much tonight. I'm just giving you an idea. I'm sure most of you talk to your friends about 353. We all do the same thing. I'm the coordinator, and the other teachers do the same thing that I do for the most part. The business plan, it's going to basically be a marketing plan, business plan. And I am not going to go into detail on that tonight, because it's, you know, it's not for another 6 weeks. And when we'll take time right before y'all start preparing for it to go into detail, I'll go over the proposal. I'll show you what I'm expecting and what kind of information you need to find, and then what the end result will be. And then talks about all that has to do with the project. This is how you can look at your questions you missed. And then you'll have your final, and the final covers only the questions since the midterm. I don't do a comprehensive final. And that, my friends, is this class in a nutshell. Do I have any questions? Everybody has my name.
I have a question.
Of course.
So for the textbook, it is required. Most
It's
definitely.
required.
Okay.
Yeah, because all of your quizzes come from that.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
But you know, they have that new $250 thing where you get all your textbooks. They force you to pay the $250, I think, and then all your textbooks are paid for. Okay, anybody else? Are we good? Now don't go away feeling overwhelmed. We're gonna be fine. All right. I'm excited. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna learn a lot. And we're all going to get to know each other, and you're going to come out of this class thinking, well, I think I want to, you know, specialize in marketing. Okay? So I'm done. Y'all are free to go, and I will see y'all next Tuesday.
Thank you,
Have a
Professor.
great night.
Have a good night.
Have a good night, Professor.
You too.
Bye, Professor. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. Okay. You have a question, Johan? You're welcome.